What's going on, guys? This is Philip with Only the Greatest, where we use the foundation of fitness to get our minds right and get our bodies right, and then take the mindset and the consistency that we learn from that and then go apply it into other parts of our life. And today we're talking about the particular style of diet that I do, which is if it fits your macros, but a little bit different than probably what you've heard other people speaking about when they talk about if it fits your macros, with all these crappy foods all the time and stuff like that. And as you'll notice here, with quality foods, and I actually follow kind of like an 80-20 or a 90-10 kind of thing. I also implement fasting, which I do recommend as more of a mental thing. But basically, if it fits your macros, is setting up macro targets of your protein, your carbs, and your fats, and then whatever you have in that day has to equal that much. And you'll see a lot of people talking about if it fits your macros, they're just eating garbage all the time. And I don't recommend that. I'm more like about an 80-20 or 90-10, like I was saying. Mostly quality foods, because it'll make you feel better at the end of the day. I have noticed that whether I use crappy foods or good quality foods, if it fits your macros, it does work. It really does, 100% it works. I will still lose weight, maintain your muscle mass, even as long as you're hitting your macro goals, and even if you're using bad foods, most of the time. But honestly, you can't use all bad foods because you won't stay within your macros. That's kind of the point, or it's part of it. But me, I want to hit, and what I recommend most people do, you want to hit your macro targets with the best foods possible most of the time. I'm talking, 80% of the time, 90% of the time, you're using good, solid, quality foods. And like I was saying, I've seen it to where even using bad foods, I still reach your aesthetic goals, but you might not always feel the best. Because if you're fitting in a lot of bad foods in your macros, sometimes your digestion isn't all that good. If you're eating a ton of donuts and, crap like that, your digestion and things might not always be good. You feel kind of bloated all the time. So I definitely recommend using quality foods for that. Super important. Like I said, you can reach your aesthetic goals with or without using the best quality foods. But if you really want to be healthy and you want to feel energized, which is what we try to do here, because we want to take the energy that we get from working out and from taking care of ourselves and then implement in other places. If you're following, if it fits your macros, eating bad foods all the time, you can reach your aesthetic goals. But remember, that's not what fitness is about. Fitness is not about being the most jacked guy in the gym. I guess if that's your goals, that's cool. But it's not necessarily mine. It's to be healthy, take care of ourselves, live a long, productive life, and then use the energy that we get from that and the mindset that we get from it to implement in other things like, your work, your investments, and things like that, which honestly are really kind of more important than being the most shredded. And not just a little bit more important, but way more important. We just want to live a nice, healthy, long life. We want to look good and feel confident while we're in that life, and then develop a strong mental mindset where we can be consistent in other things. So please like this video if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, share it. I see a lot of bad information on if it fits your macros. A lot of people that follow if it fits your macros, they're just like talking about all this crappy food they're eating all the time, which is fine. Yeah, you do get to do that, but don't do it all the time. And this is super important to me. I think it matters a lot. So like I said, please like the video, share it, let other people know what's going on. And next week we'll come out with something else. So please let me know what you think. Comment, let other people know. Stop by, say what's up, and I'll see y'all next time. Thanks.